Hey guys, welcome to Jaxbeautifulyou. Today's video is all about winter perfumes. I have 10 fragrances here from my collection that I am the most excited to pull out and wear this winter. These are perfumes I feel like shine in cold weather, and I'm super excited to share them with you today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail today. I really appreciate you being here. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so winter for me is not my favorite season. This is my least favorite season. I absolutely hate being cold. But the thing that does save it for me is that these are the kind of fragrances that I absolutely love. I love my fall and winter perfumes the most. I think it's kind of ironic that it's my least favorite weather, but my most favorite perfume. All right, so I'm gonna scoot over because I wanna be able to put some pictures up on the screen of these fragrances. So the first one I have is a new perfume to my collection. I just got this one in, but it is immediate love at first sniff. So I did blind buy this one because I did a video of my top 20 purchases of 2023. I told you guys I was done buying perfumes, which is apparently a big fat lie because I've still been buying perfumes. I said that I was going to be done. I have no willpower, okay? Anyway, a subscriber commented that this perfume was their favorite purchase of 2023. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to check this out. This is by Indie House. This is somebody I've never heard before. This is Hez Parfums, and this is Banana Bread Banshee. That's the name of this perfume. Okay, first of all, how fun is that? How fun is the name of this? Banana Bread Banshee. Say that 10 times fast. This is absolutely amazing, you guys. Now, I will tell you right now, if you are not into foodie gourmand perfumes, this is probably not going to be for you because this smells like banana bread. Nutty banana bread. So when I first spray this, I get a lot of that, like a walnut note. I don't know if walnut's actually listed in here, but I'm sure there's some nutty notes in here. But I get this very realistic walnut followed closely by a very realistic banana bread. But the bread and the walnut keeps it from being too sweet. So kind of like real banana bread, you know, when you put nuts in it, so it's not like so sweet. It's not too sugary sweet. That's kind of how I prefer my desserts, not to be like too decadent rich. And I prefer my gourmand perfumes that are foodie to smell like that as well. However, with all of that said, this is still an absolutely foodie gourmand, and to my nose anyway. This smells like realistic, very nutty banana bread, and it's absolutely delicious. The performance is really good, and this house now has my attention. I definitely want to check out more from this house. So right after I purchased this perfume, I watched a video from Marcy, and she was talking about this fragrance as well. So yeah, this house is on my radar. I'm definitely interested in trying out more because this is phenomenal. If you want to smell like walnuts and banana bread, then look no further because this is absolutely delicious. So that is by Hez Parfums Banana Bread Banshee. Okay, this is the one time of year that I really get in the mood for chocolate fragrances. Chocolate is a tough note for me sometimes, especially like a chocolate-centric fragrance. It has to have something in it. It can't just be pure chocolate. And this fragrance is the kind of chocolate fragrance that I love. This is by Navitus Parfums, and this is Chocolate Queen. I love this perfume, but I will say this is not a safe blind buy because not only is this very chocolatey, but it is also very woody. I get a lot of amberwood in here. I also get a lot of the bitter almond, which I love because I think it offsets all the gourmand notes, which there are a ton of gourmand notes in here. There's chocolate, there's dulce de leche, there's caramel, there's Irish cream, there's fudge in this perfume. There's some other stuff too. There's some hazelnut in here, I believe. And I can smell all of that. I can smell, at one point I get Irish cream. This is a fun journey of a perfume. I love the journey this takes me on because at one point I can smell like caramel, one point I actually smell fudge, one point I actually smell the Irish cream and all of that. But through the entire wear of the fragrance, I'm getting amberwood and the bitter almond that helps to keep it from being just over the top, sickly, rich, decadent, sweet. And this is one that I don't really wear any other time except for winter. I have to have cold weather to be able to handle this perfume. And I've had this perfume now for about a year. I think it's been about a year. I think, didn't this come out at like the end of 2022? Something like that. I don't remember, but I've had it, I think it's been a year. When I first got it, the performance was only moderate, but now it's a non-issue for me. The performance is beautiful on this now. I would say if you get this and you find the performance to be kind of quiet, just spray it a few times, set it aside, give it some time, because it does get better. So that is by Navitus Parfums Chocolate Queen. Okay, maybe you don't want to smell like a gourmand. Maybe you don't want to smell like chocolate. You don't want to smell like banana bread. You want to smell like a perfume. Maybe you're sick and tired of all of these gourmand videos, these gourmand fall winter videos. Maybe you just want a regular perfume. And if that's you, I have one that I feel like would be amazing for winter. This is by Benigna and this is Royal Bouquet. This is a gorgeous perfume, and I really thought when I first got it and I saw the note breakdown, there's like honeysuckle and orange blossom and there's some rose. There's a lot of florals in here. I think there's some osmanthus in here. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is going to be a spring type of perfume, a floral type of perfume. But when I smell this, this is strong and this is rich. There's a richness to this perfume that just absolutely... Oh, this has just gotten better and better and better with time. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this, and I really feel like this is a gorgeous, gorgeous floral scent for the winter time. It is amazing performance. It's definitely strong enough to cut through the cold. There's no fruity notes listed in here, but I swear to you, I pick up something fruity in here, and I don't know what that is. It almost smells kind of like raspberry to me. The florals are blended to perfection. Lots of orange blossom in here for sure. In the base, you have some vanilla and some musk. The musk is not really, I get some muskiness from this, but I get a lot of the vanilla, which I think is contributing to that like thicker, denser kind of feel to the fragrance. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to wear this, but I was dead wrong about thinking that this was a spring perfume. I think it's too thick and dense and strong, you know, or I don't know, we'll see. I have to play around with it, but I really do think if you're looking for a floral scent that is going to perform amazingly in the wintertime, definitely check this one out. But that is Benigna Royal Bouquet. All right, this one's pretty new to my collection. I'm super excited to wear it, and I feel like it's going to be perfect for this time of year because it's so vanilla forward. And this is by YSL. This is Black Opium Les Parfums. When I was watching everybody's best of vanilla videos during the fall, this was almost on everybody's list. And I kept thinking, okay, I must be missing something. So I bought it during the Sephora VIB sale and I have no regrets. At first, when I first got it and sprayed it, I was like, wow, this smells like Black Opium. And it does have that Black Opium DNA in the beginning, but the magic is in the dry down. I completely get what people are talking about because when this perfume starts to dry down, all those different vanillas, I think there's like 4 different vanillas in here, like 3 or 4 maybe. And as the vanillas come forward, this becomes a rich, decadent, vanilla, gorgeous perfume that I have been enjoying, and I'm super excited to wear it some more. I mean, I really do get that Black Opium DNA right in the opening, but this is definitely the best Black Opium, and it's not, yeah, it's different. It's different for sure, especially as it dries down. So yeah, this is the best one in my opinion. Plus the performance seems to be way better than the OG. The OG Black Opium, I didn't have a lot of luck with the performance, but this one is pretty decent. So I am happy I blind bought this. This one turned out to be more successful than I thought. I was a little disappointed when I got it, when I first got it and sprayed it, but give it time. Yeah, you got to give it time. You got to give it time to start drying down. That's when the real magic happens. So I completely get why people have fallen in love with this perfume, and definitely the best Black Opium in my opinion for sure. It's the only one I own. That is by YSL Black Opium Les Parfums. All right, for all my boozy lovers out there, I am so excited to start wearing this perfume. I saved this one for winter and I cannot wait. I can barely contain myself. This is by Scent of Wood, Plum, and Cognac. I love this perfume, you guys. This has rum, but it's aged in cognac barrels. So it's really boozy. This is absolutely sexy. And this is unisex, so men, women, anybody can wear this. This smells so sexy. And there's some cinnamon, and there's lots and lots of plum, which I'm sure you guessed by the name, but the plum is done to perfection in here. So I get a little nervous when I see plum in perfumes because sometimes plum can be overripe and it can smell rotten to me, but this is perfect. This is a deep, rich, dark plum, but not to the point where it smells overripe. It's just perfect. Mixed with the boozy notes, a little bit of cinnamon. There's some balsamic notes in here too, which I really love. There's definitely some vanilla in here. The one thing I will say about this though is that you cannot spray this directly on light colored clothing because this is a purple juice and it will stain purple. I don't know why I wait until winter to wear this. There's something about this composition. It's spicy, cinnamony, resinous. It has a little like a balsamic feel to it. It's got lots and lots of vanilla, that plummy note. It just all seems like dark and wintry to me. And when I first got this fragrance, the performance was not that impressive. I was like, whoa, this really isn't as strong as I wanted it to be. I really was hoping for, I mean, this type of a perfume I expect to be strong. It's really not, it's just moderate performance. It's gotten a little bit better since I've gotten it, but just keep that in mind. This is strong enough to cut through the cold, but it's not going to be a screamer. And I was really expecting this to be quite a loud fragrance. It's really not. That might be a good thing for some people if you're not into like really loud fragrances. Maybe that's a bonus for you. I wouldn't say the performance is unsatisfactory, like it's not unacceptable. I wish it was just a little bit stronger. That's my only complaint. Well, that and the fact that it stains clothes. Those are my only complaints about this fragrance. But other than that, this is absolutely stunning. So this is by Scents of Wood, Plum, and Cognac. All right, let's go back to another gourmand, shall we? This one is by Kyse, and this is Gateau de Carnivale. And this smells like a funnel cake. And if you like funnel cakes, you're gonna love this. When I say funnel cakes, don't think the greasy part. It doesn't have grease. It doesn't smell greasy. It just smells like the doughy, not flaky. Yeah, the doughy, fried without the oil. Fried dough without the oil is what it smells like, with some like sugary, powdered sugar on top. Oh, this is so good. This smells exactly like a funnel cake. It really does. And I think there's some apricot in here. There's some like toasted brown sugar in here, I believe. I wouldn't say that I get apricot really. I wouldn't even know apricot was in here unless I look at the notes. There's a tiny touch of something fruity in here. But that's it. That's all I can really make out. Mostly this just smells like a realistic funnel cake. So if you want to smell like a funnel cake, look no further than this one. I think it smells absolutely divine. And I get pretty decent performance out of this as well. This is a niche house that you can get on Lucky Scent. I got this on Lucky Scent. And it's a 50 ml bottle, I believe. And it was $85 for this bottle. So not too bad in prices. Kyse's perfumes. If you like gourmands, check out Kyse. They have some pretty reasonable prices in my opinion. That is by Kyse Gateau de Carnivale. I forgot to put this one on my tray for December. I about kicked myself after I did my December tray. I'm like, how could I forget this one? This is like Christmas in a bottle. This is by Milano Fragranze and this is Panettone. And this smells like Panettone. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells like Panettone with orange. It's got oh, it definitely has the orange in it. That's the first thing I smell. And then there's something else in here, like deep, dark kind of fruit, like raisins. I think that's what it smells like. I don't know if there's actually raisins in here, but that's what it smells like. And then there's something in here that is very bread-like. It's very bready, sweet, sweet bread, and it's delicious. So again, if you don't like foodie gourmands, this isn't going to be for you. I get pretty decent performance out of this. I really have no issues. This usually lasts me all day. I can smell it on my clothes with a nice little, not a super, super far scent bubble. Like it's not a screamer that fills up the room, but I can definitely smell it on me. I'm getting wafts of it throughout my day with a nice moderate scent bubble. So I really, really, really enjoy this one. I talk about this one a lot. If you want to smell like Panettone, then this is the fragrance for you. So this is Milano Fragranze Panettone. All right, I have another one by Benigna. This one I'm really, really excited to wear because I was shocked that I loved this. They actually sent me this. They sent me Royal Bouquet and they sent me this perfume as well. This is Worthiness. And this perfume is an oud perfume. And I don't really like oud, but I love this perfume. This perfume has oud. There's no denying that. It's not one of those fragrances that's like, oh, it has oud in it, but you can barely smell it. No, this has oud in it. I can smell it first thing. Yep, oud, right away. But somehow, some way, the oud in here, I don't know, they just do it different. They do it different. The oud in here is just top tier. I mean, it is like top shelf. Phenomenal. Yes, this is an expensive perfume, but you can smell the quality in this fragrance. I mean, it's just undeniable. It's so good. This is oud and it has some rose in it, but it's not just another rose oud perfume. There's so much more going on. There's pimento leaf in here, so there's a little bit of a spiciness to it. And then there's some cinnamon, but the cinnamon in here, it's not like this is not like your typical spicy cinnamon. This is like you mixed cinnamon and sugar together. You and swirled it around and put it in here. So there's a sweetness to the perfume. I think there's some other florals in here besides the rose, but man, this is so good, you guys. Amazing performance. If you want the best oud, if you're into oud perfumes, and even if you're not, because I'm not, but if you want to smell the best oud ever, in my opinion, this is the best oud I think I've ever smelled. Check this one out. This is by Benigna Worthiness. Okay, up next is a very, very polarizing scent. And if there was ever a perfume that I would tell you you have to test first before you buy, unless you really like to just be challenged with blind buys, the thrill of a blind buy. If you don't, please test this because this is absolutely not for everyone, but I love it. This is by Xerjoff Ivory Root. This has got to be the spiciest perfume I think I have in my collection. We don't really know what's in here. The notes are vaulted. It's a secret. This is from the Join the Club collection, so it's just guesses. But I get a very spicy, not just spicy as in cinnamon and nutmeg, stuff like that. I mean, I get like spices like kitchen, well, I guess that's kitchen spices, but other kinds of spices, you know what I mean? Like spices that you cook with, not just bake with. Hopefully that makes sense. Like allspice. Yeah, it smells like allspice. And it smells like fresh spicy too. So there's something in here giving a fresh spicy feel, like a green spicy. Fragrantica has basil listed, and honestly, I really think that's it. I think there really is basil in here. I think that's a really good guess anyway, because I get something like that. So warm spicy and fresh spicy mixed together. And then when I first tried this, I had a sample of it. I did not blind buy this. I had a sample and I sprayed it on and I was like, nope, that's not for me. That's way too spicy. But I gave it some time. I didn't wash it off. I let it go through the entire wear, the dry down process. And by the end of the night of wearing this perfume, I was in love because this dries down to be a super gorgeous spicy vanilla. I think it's got some woody notes in here too. I kind of pick up like sandalwood in here, I think it is. Something woody in here. I don't know for sure if it's sandalwood, but it's gorgeous. And it's absolutely one that you have to test on your skin and you have to give it time because yes, it is a punch in the face spicy in the beginning, but if you give it time to dry down, that really tones down and then you just are left with this gorgeous, gorgeous, spicy, woody vanilla. And sometimes I swear, I think I get tobacco in here, but I don't know for sure. But sometimes I think there's tobacco in here. But anyway, this is definitely unisex. Anyone could wear this. Some people think that this leans more masculine, but I don't. I think anyone can wear it. So if you like spicy fragrances, get your nose on this one. This is by Xerjoff Ivory Root. Okay, and last but definitely not least, we have the new release by Argos, and this is Fall of Phaeton. I can't wait to wear this. I think this is going to make a perfect cold weather scent. This is phenomenal, you guys. They had sent me Love Triumphs Over War and Birth of Venus, and then they sent me with that, they sent me a sample of this. The second I tried the sample, I was like, okay, I love Birth of Venus. Love Triumphs Over War didn't really work out for me, but this one, as soon as I tried the sample, it was an immediate like, wow. I mean, this is one of those wow perfumes. It really did wow me. It's so good. And I knew I had to have a bottle, and I ordered this bottle myself with my own money because I had to have it. It is one of the most unique perfumes I think I've ever smelled, even though the notes don't really sound like it would be unique, but the composition just is unlike anything I've ever smelled before. So you have bergamot and lemon. I definitely pick up like a brightness in the opening of this fragrance. And then there's this spicy cardamom in here, which I definitely pick up. There's some pink peppercorn, so that adds to it, and ginger as well. well. All notes that I absolutely love, but not notes that are uncommon. You know, how many times have we heard those notes in the opening of a perfume, right? And then there's also some labdanum in here. There's some muskiness to the base of this fragrance. There's some leather in here. For the longest time, I didn't think that I liked leather, but I've completely changed my mind because I have so many perfumes now that smell like leather. But I feel like nowadays, leather is not like it used to be. Leather used to smell really harsh and sharp and like cold to me. Like you pressed your face into somebody's leather jacket. That's not my vibe at all. I need a smooth leather. And that's what's in here. So don't let that scare you. And then to sweeten the fragrance up, you have a lot of vanilla and a lot of tonka bean. I definitely pick both of those up. So it's sweet in the base and mixed with some leatheriness, mixed with those spices, mixed with some of that bright bergamot and lemon. And even though none of those notes are super, super unique, the perfume just comes together in the most unique way. It's so good. And the performance is really, really good as well. I'm so excited to dip into this. And I feel like this is for anyone. This is men or women. This is very unisex. Some people might find this to be a little bit masculine, but I don't. And this is one to definitely test for yourself. Get a sample. You can go on Argos's website and get samples. You do not have to blind buy. This is by the House of Argos, Fall of Phaeton. Alright guys, and that's it for today's video. Those are the 10 fragrances that I am the most excited to wear this winter during the cold, cold weather. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite season is. What is your favorite type of perfume? Or are you someone that doesn't wear perfumes based off of season? There are no rules. You can wear whatever perfume whenever you want to. I just seem to naturally kind of gravitate towards seasonal fragrances, you know what I mean? But let me know if you're that type of person or not, and what is your favorite fragrance for your favorite season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!